in 100 days as Gojo Satoru, the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer.
Okay, first thing,
We will be survived in 100.
honestly, I know this style was like super popular. I wouldn't do it. Just the reason being, there's something that I call style fatigue, which is basically when a market has been exposed to the same thing so often that they want something new, they want something novel. Sort of like how how Iman Gaji style, no one saw it before. People started doing it. They were like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" Because it's something new, something novel. Then everyone started doing it. Give it 12 months, and now the styles become fatigued. Like people have seen it too much, and then now the complete opposite styles actually do better. You know how that happened with Iman Gaji style?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
just for your context, actually, this video is I created it I think 6 months ago before I went into short reels, but because I want a feedback so I can like build on and go back to the long form
Okay.
content.
Okay, I get you. Yeah, no, I
Okay.
feel you. Cool, man. Yeah, that's one thing. So try your best. When it comes to building up these scenes, I want to ask myself, what is this video even about? So, for example, like JJK, that's like some anime or something, or some game.
Oh, it's gaming for Minecraft, like surviving 100 days, uh, but like in a mood of anime, which is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, okay. So JJK is an anime and is a Minecraft video.
Yeah.
Let's say by this frame, could you tell either of those things are true?
Well, what was the question by this frame?
Yeah. Let's say by this point, so we're almost 2 seconds in. Could you tell this is a video either about JJK or Minecraft?
Ye- Okay, until the calendar gets in, no, you can't tell.
Got it. So essentially, what I'm trying to say is we want to build the type of environment where we can pretty much feel it or tell it straight away. It doesn't need to be like blastingly obvious, but should be like, okay, within context, it makes sense that this is this type of video. For example, let me find one. Let me see if I can find this V-edit. Give me a moment. Cool. Okay, for example, this is an edit that I did. And the context was it was about prisons, right? So the first frame that I'm going to do is I'm going to build a prison scene. And I can find it here. Yeah, so I'm literally looking at like prison cells, seeing can I recreate one? Can I find an image that looks good? Stuff like that. And then I'm creating the prison scene, if that makes sense. Let me see. Enough. Yeah. Can you see like I've built this prison scene?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, got you. So I would take that sort of approach, which is like, okay, it's a JJK video. Could I actually have something within context of that? Maybe it's a scene that you
Two
took.
extra golden heart.
Let me just see JJK background on Google. Like even if you find an image from here that seems within context, like a dojo or something like that, that could be cool.
But I have a question. Should we build it like toward JJK, the anime, or like toward Minecraft environment more? Or like a mix?
You could do a mix, you could do either. The truth is both would work.
Yeah, but you mean like mine at the first 2 seconds, you can't get like it's neither Minecraft or JJK,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay,
In this
okay.
case, I would do JJK. The reason being, JJK is the first concept that's introduced. So if you listen to the script,
We will be survived in 100 days as Gojo Satoru.
you know what
You
I
can
mean?
use
Like the character is a JJK character.
You can use a JGK skin of Minecraft if you find an image.
Yeah. It now makes sense. Like build the environment toward the idea, more something like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Gojo Satoru, the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer alive, and we're gonna have Jujutsu sorcerer alive.
This, if you just check out the design lessons, you'll know what to fix it. It's essentially just making sure you have good composition, etc. you know, whenever you have scenes like this where there's no gameplay, it's just purely your assets being pieced together. What I really have been doing a lot more recently, and I recommend it to all editors whenever they're editing like a faceless type scene, is look at documentary edits. Because for them, that is the bread and butter of what they do, and they don't get any leeway with relying on gameplay. So they are very good, generally, at making these type of scenes. So what you can do is, even if you're editing a gaming video, look at how documentary videos compose their scenes. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I go to my inspiration bank real quick. Like, let's just imagine this scene, and we're looking for a piece where we can show this same concept, but in a better composed video, right? In a better composed scene. So let's see if we can find something. So, I mean, I can imagine maybe something like this, like modeling off of this. Maybe you have JJK in the middle, the main guy in the middle, and then like a couple of supporting characters on the side. That could be cool. Let's see. Or perhaps I did see something above. Or perhaps a vibe like this, where you actually go for more of like a glowy thing, where in the center is the main character, then you have like all of the others on the side, sort of like how this is on the side, this TikTok page, and you have sub characters rather than around the main character who's the biggest. So following documentary compositions, where you're just placing in your characters and understand their vibe of things, can really help with these faces type of things.
Understand now.
Alive, and we're gonna have 3 main goals in mind. Guys,
Same concept. Like, dude, like, just copy what documentary people do. Like, for example, a scene like that with the notebook. Let's see what I would. Like, could you model it something like this, where it's like you have the icon that represents it, and then like step 1, step 2, step 3, something like that.
I noticed, like, I think the documentary style are like trying to fill the page with more element. Like, there's no, let's say, gaps in the images, like in documentary style.
Yeah, there are gaps. The main reason they feel full is because there's usually between 1 and 3 major elements, and it's very clear which one's the most important. So what you'll find is, and this is covered in the design module, you're typically going to have up to 3 major elements. So for example, in this scene, imagine like my camera right now, I am the main subject. This is the secondary subject, like the mic. That's going to be like the main elements. And if I'm going to compose it, it might be me here, and it might be the mic here. In terms of like which one's biggest, which one's smallest, it's going to be my head is the biggest, that's the main element. The sub element is this. And then the rest is like just the background building the scene. But there's only really going to be 1 to 3 major elements, and there's a clear hierarchy of this is the most important, this is the next important, this is the least important. For example, if I pull a random scene, this isn't documentary, but it's like clearly PS5 image is the most important, next important is the text, third most important is these 2 little icons. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you just bear that in mind when you're building scenes like this. Like, could we let's just pull up. Are you finding this useful, or am I going off track?
I find it very useful because, like, that was one of my weakest point too. But I didn't want to rush to the design classroom class because I want to go in order. Yeah. So, but like now, I think the inspiration bank will be so helpful. So like I can build off stuff that I can at least start with as a base point.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm telling you now, like, if you just have an inspiration bank and use that religiously over the next year, you will improve your edits almost without trying.